Okay, rare drop-top Mopar fans, this is a Gauze Garage exclusive. Putting these two rare convertibles together. One by Dodge. That's a 67 Dart GT convertible, 273 high-performance engine. This is a 69 Barracuda convertible. Passenger car, 318 two-barrel, but with a rare factory 4-speed. Galen Gouvier has this configuration in the 318 two-barrel 4-speed, one of 56 ever made. They are ultra rare. For the simple fact that most hardtops and convertible 318s, they were automatic. They were just, most people ordered them that way. This was ordered out of Southern Motors up in Philadelphia, and it's loaded with options. Manual front disc brakes, decor package interior with the upgrade interior, wood grain, pedal dress up, tack, AM FM stereo, bumper guards front and rear. I mean, the window sticker is really full with options. So is the fender tag, and all of them are on that fender tag too. Very nice car. This is on the 108-inch wheelbase, and the Dodge Dart is on the 111. So this is a little bit longer car, as all Dodges were. And as you can see, it's a bucket seat car, but column shift automatic. They can't all be 4-speed, but hey, you know. But this one is just a beautiful little car, man. And you know, the reason why these were so awesome is they were very important to Chrysler as the parent company. This was a compact car back in the 60s. These were smaller cars, okay? The large cars were 18, 20 feet long for luxury. So what you've got is in this small car market in the compact, Chrysler commanded between 30 and 33% market share. These were very important cars to Chrysler. It was a lot their bread and butter. They sold a gazillion of them, and I think everybody has owned a Dodge Dart at some point of some sort. And, well, in any event, let's open this thing up and take a look. Yeah, I just finished detailing the engine and putting it back with the correct valve covers, hoses, clamps, etc., whatnot. And looking real pretty. Trying to get it as correct as possible for the 67. This is the last year of this high-performance engine before they went to the 340. And in 68, the next year after this Dart, it went to the 340. And that shaved off a full second off that engine. That's a good little engine, but it's no 340 for sure. This 318 is pretty stout. It's got the two-barrel on it. But somebody put dual exhaust, which I'm not arguing with because it really brings up the power a little bit. Again, not a muscle car. It's a passenger car, but it is peppy with the 4-speed and the 323 open rear end. But let's take a look at the engine. We got this somewhat detailed. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Green cap battery. Radiator, engine block, yes, very nice, very clean. And yeah, this car's whole numbers match. As you can see, that the 259250 right there on the very end, that's 259250. I scraped the paint off so you can see the numbers. And yes, numbers matching engine, transmission, and to the body. It's a complete numbers match. In 67, you cannot get a numbers match. Okay, only date coded, and the SPD or scheduled production date on this car was September 28th. There's a stamp in the block that says 10/6, and that's their assembly date on the block. So the engine was assembled 8 days. So you can assume the car was built 9 or 10 days after the SPD, scheduled production date. So this was, they're never on time on the scheduled production date, unless it's just an aberration. But this one's original engine and transmission by date coding. So I found the GT emblems, got those put on the door, and all new hardware and bright metal. All new door cranks, window cranks, everything. So everything's nice and pretty inside. And again, these cars were very important for Chrysler. You know, you got Dodge on that side, and you got Plymouth on this side. This is the last year of this Barracuda, and this body, this whole Barracuda nameplate was lifted off of the A bodies, and then for 1970 it went to the E body platform and became the Cuda. That's the one you see at Barrett Jackson and Meekum doing all the big money, the Cudas. These went away, so Plymouth was left with the A body platform with no sport models. So to fill in that sport model gap, that's when they came along with the Plymouth Duster. It's nothing but a valiant front end with a little fastback rear end put on it. You could get them in the 340, and they were formidable, just like these little cars were. But yeah, the Barracuda has been through several iterations. It started as a Valiant-based thing, then went to its own body style in the A bodies, you know, 67 to 69 in the second generation, and then went to the E body, third generation, which became the Cuda, and that's what gave rise to the Duster to fill in its place. So there you have it. Dodge, Chrysler, Plymouth fans, you got two very rare convertibles. Less than 250 of these made out of 38,000. Okay, out of 38,000, that's about 0.5% of GT orders right there. Very rare drop top Dodge Dart, and very rare here, 1 of 56. Okay, out of all the Barracudas, that's even less than 0.5%. That's like a fraction of 1% of orders being a 318 convertible 4-speed and so highly optioned. So there you have it, two rare convertibles and why they were so important to Chrysler. This is Gauze Garage. Thanks for tuning in.